So this is how people generally pick thumbnails for their videos. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so if you've been watching YouTube, you've been watching everybody talk about the inverse head and shoulders on the daily on Bitcoin. And more locally, as I'm going to draw this in for you, we have potentially a more local head and shoulders on the daily. Now, we haven't quite given ourselves the neckline. The neckline is down here somewhere. But if you just kind of take the bottom of the candles as reference, I am just going to make that straight. Just bring that up slightly. So I'm taking it basically from the majority of the base of the candle. So we've got the head and shoulders, potentially we do go down. But the reason for this video is that we can invalidate this. Notification on my phone. So we can invalidate this by not actually printing the complete head and shoulders. And that would give us a lower high. So let me remove this for you. Let's take away some of the noise. Let's reduce this down to the 4 hour. So again, we still have the kind of the head and shoulders in here. I tend to draw a square at the top of the head so it don't look like a rude object. You see many people drawing, you know, this and completing it. Yeah, it doesn't look good, guys. So yeah, try and draw a square head on this and you look like the Fury from Inside Out, as opposed to a man object. But yeah, it makes me laugh when people draw that on their videos. Anyway, for another day. So yes, you've got the shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. But you know, we would have to come down to this neckline, which is 27,400, to complete it. And if that was the case, then yes, we'd have to come down to the lower range, which is in this area, 21 to 22,000. Do I think that's going to happen? It can. You know, there is no trader out there that can predict exactly where the price is going, but what we do with the information is trade up or we trade down with that information. So at the moment we are in this local range between the two red lines, kind of support and resistance. I'm going to go to the 45 minutes. You can see that we are bouncing in between these two ranges. We do have order blocks below, which means there's buying pressure at the moment. Again, there's nothing to say that we can't come down and start collecting these prices later. FOMC this evening, I said I would do 2 updates. This is the first of 2. I'll do one now and I'll do one after the meeting. So long day ahead for me as a trader, just looking for these local supports to push the price up. But yes, like I say, we would invalidate the head and shoulders. So we'd effectively have this. That was the MT Gox drop last week, but it is a slightly higher low. And again, you still get a higher low at this point. So in actual fact, even though there's been a lot of FUD in the market, a lot of FUD and a lot of noise over MT Gox, we are still printing higher lows. And over 7 days, this is a lot of volatility. But we have bounced over the bank holiday. We are going back up through this range. And like I say, we only have to break 28,888 roughly to go back up to the top of this range, which is $30,000. Now, taking you back to the daily, we do have the 30,500 range to break, which is right at the top of this order block. So this so if I draw this in, you can see that this order block was that long because it's the length of this candle including the wick. So that was the order block, and we have already eaten into it by about 70%. So it's quite weak. We have printed a new one over the last 4 days, so we would need to get past this one. So there is a chance that we do come up to this, reject, and come back down, and that would be the start of the completion of the Head and Shoulders. Now, depending on how strong the news is on the FOMC, we could slowly eat through this during the day, come down, retest, and then back up to the higher levels. But 30,500 is what we need to break today. 32,400 is what we need to break to go up to the next range. Again, we're on the daily. Let's zoom out. And then your next range is this area. So it's anything up to about $48,000 at the peak, $51,000. So we would then, we would start coming up to this range and bouncing in between these levels with heavy resistance at $39,000 to $40,000. So that's what I think. What am I doing? At the moment, I'm trading ETH. I love Bitcoin analysis. Bitcoin tells us where we're going, but ETH has more movement. So more movement equals more percentage equals more returns, potentially more losses. So slightly more volatile in terms of price action and returns, but I'm sat here sometimes up to 19 hours a day, just making sure that I can look after the market, and if it drops, I'm out into a short, or if it does pump, I just take profit in the right areas. So I'm looking to get above this range. I'm looking to get above $2,000 at some point. We've got the top of this daily order block, which is 1983, which is younger than when I was born. So that would take the price up to 1983, and again heavy resistance at $2,090. So I would again suggest that we could go up today and meet this area before retesting and coming back down, or straight up to 2090 and coming back down, maybe. But there is a chance that we do climb throughout the day, take out this price and stay there up to 2090 FOMC before coming back down. Now there's two scenarios with FOMC. If it goes for 25 basis points, I do think it is going to push ETH up to this price, probably print a higher price within a few hours after the FOMC, and then start coming down where people take profits for the day and come back down and retest this low. The other scenario is that the FOMC 25 basis points is negative for the US dollar, and we do take out these prices and we do start printing higher towards 2,400. The reason why I say that is because it's the top of this range on the order block. So some scenarios to play out with. You probably notice that I'm not too bearish at the moment, but I am ready. I'm sort of on the fence, ready to get out to take the price back down. But I don't think ETH is going to be going back down to 1,700 soon, but it's not an impossibility. So as a trader, you have to be available and aware of everything. So we just take out these lines. That's it. Back to 45. I have started using different time frames because without knowing where all of these order blocks are, you don't know what your price targets are. So order blocks can be taken from indicators on TradingView. I just like this one. I'm not going to go into the names. There's probably 4 or 5 different free ones that are really good. I just like using this one because I like how it looks. And I use this with Market Cipher all of the time. I've switched off Market Cipher A just for now, just to make the chart not cleaner for the video. After the video, I switch it back on. Momentum waves. So we're printing a lower high at the moment on the 45 minutes. Not to say that we can't go higher. So the 1 hour, we're waiting for the cash to come up on the 1 hour. If it rejects later today and we can't get above this price, we will be pushing down to the lower side. The 15 minute is cash, again slightly below on the day. Order blocks giving us some support at 1864. The downside area would be 1828. So if we do start breaking this range, if we do start breaking below 1854, I would be looking to take a short down to 1827, and looking at where we are at around the FOMC meeting later today. Now it is 10:20 a.m. in the UK. The meeting is between 7 and 7:30. Market reaction before 8 p.m. and before 10 o'clock this evening. I'll be making a decision whether I'm taking profit or remaining in a short, just seeing where that is. So I'll let you know when and what I am doing after 8 p.m. this evening. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Microphone in hand, microphone in hand, microphone in hand, so I can't say goodbye properly. That's what 4 hours sleep a night does to you.